As we go through life, we all have to make decisions, both big and small. In normal times, this can be tricky enough to sort out.
But in this time, the time of coronavirus, it can feel even more difficult to land on a decision or to try to figure out whether a decision was right, since information seems to be constantly shifting. And that leads to something called decision-making fatigue. Joining us on Skype to talk about it, relationship guru Dr. Kirsten Lind Seal. Kirsten, great to have you with us today.
Nice to be here.
All right, decision-making. I can relate to this. At a certain point, you feel like I'm exhausted. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, that's really true. I think that's happening for many of us, if not almost everybody. You know, where we have to make decisions about a whole bunch of different things, and now we have this whole extra layer of decision making around health, around the economy, you know, what our choices are, and it can become really exhausting, because decision making is really it's like a muscle. That's a helpful way of thinking about it, is that we can strengthen it, but it's also true that it can get really fatigued. And then it's like we have to go lie down.
Is there a time of day, Kirsten, too, when your brain is freshest, where you can help with some of these decisions? What works for that?
Yes. So what you want to do, one of the things that I recommend is picking a time of day when your brain is freshest. Now, for many people, like for me, myself included, that can be in the morning after breakfast. Not for everybody. Like some people who are night owls might prefer to think about things later on at night. But for most of us, I recommend, you know, after breakfast, mid-morning, sometime then when we feel like, you know, gotten a good sleep and we actually feel like we can use our brain to its best capacity.
So what do people do when they're feeling this fatigue? You know, what decisions are they not? Are they just not making decisions? Are they more irritable? Like, what is the end result of this?
Well, I would say on a certain level, lots of us are more irritable at times.
Yes.
But what I would say is a helpful thing, and I've talked about this before, about sort of creating a routine. The thing is, if you create some kind of structure where you take out some of the decisions, like what am I going to have for breakfast? You know, when am I going to have breakfast? What's my morning routine going to look like? If you actually create a routine, like you're going to get up, you're going to have a cup of coffee, you're going to take the dog for a walk, you're going to, you know, check the headlines, whatever it is that you do. If you can, you're going to meditate. If you can just sort of stick with that. And I'm not a big fan of like massive rigidity. However, creating a structure means then you don't have to make those little decisions. So it's almost like you don't have to use that decision-making, you know, mojo that you've got to do those little ones, because you've created a structure to follow. So that can be a very helpful thing to do.
And if you're mulling something over too, I imagine you're kind of obsessing over this. So what breaks are key here too, obviously.
Yes, yes. So take a break. When you feel like you're going round and round or sort of down the rabbit hole is another way I think of it, then it's often really a good idea just to take a break and, quite honestly, to put it off. The other thing that you can do is to use a timer for the amount of time you're going to spend worrying or thinking about something. The timer method can be useful in many different ways organizationally, and it just helps you to sort of chunk out your time. So if you find that you're sort of going round and round and not getting to a conclusion about a decision you need to make, take a break, go do something distracting, something physical, go for a walk, jump up and down, put some funny music on, dance around, watch a funny kitten video, any of those things, distract yourself, and then you can come back.
Quickly to coronavirus, because it feels like we have so many decisions to make. The state took one of those decisions out of our hands by mandating masks when we go out to indoor places. But what advice do you have for those safety type decisions?
Yes. So the way I like to think about that is to imagine that we're balancing risk versus reward, right? Now, we know the safest place is if we all just stay in our bedroom and never go out. The fact is, if I go outside, I could get hit by a bus, but that risk I already have sort of in my brain, and I've sort of managed that. The thing about the coronavirus risk is that this is a new risk for us, for all of us, and we're still trying to figure out how to manage that. So when you're making a decision like, am I going to go, I don't know, try outdoor dining at a restaurant? You know, have I seen how far those tables are apart? What's my level of comfort with that? What do I know about what we know about being outside versus being inside? Like sort of going down the list of what you know and saying, if it's a larger risk for a smaller reward, maybe not. But if it's a lower risk for a greater reward, then maybe so. Like maybe traveling to visit some relatives, you know, take your time, you know, do some quarantine, see if you can get a test, probably unlikely. But anyway, the idea basically is just think about balancing risk versus reward, and that can help create some structure to any of the coronavirus decisions.
Very good. Kirsten Lind Seal, thank you.